Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm 93 DeVille USMC, and today test driving a 2007 Cadillac CTS owned by Lupin here. Step yourself on the camera on there.
That is Frenchy Goose on the forum.
California!
This is not California, Carly. This is Florida.
It's still awesome though.
Yeah.
I love California.
Okay, the thing she fails to realize is this is not a famous Katy Perry video.
No, it is not.
Okay, so I'm just going to start about what I like about the car. I love the way this console is organized. Everything's nice and close, and you can get to it very easily.
And also notice the GPS and everything is angled towards the driver. This car is definitely built for the driver.
Absolutely, which has always been a signature Cadillac element, but it's magnified on this car here. I love the touches of brushed aluminum here. I love this wood. Everything about this car doesn't scream ridiculously expensive, but at the same time, it's very premium. And now that we're done with me rattling on and on about the interior materials, go ahead and drive this thing.
You're in sports mode there. That's regular and then sports. Sports holds higher RPMs for the highway.
Right. Is that the one where you can paddle shift it?
As well, yeah, up and down.
Alright.
And the GPS is actually I installed myself.
Hey honey, no snowflake mode?
No, it's automatic on the 07. It detects when it's cold and then starts you out in second gear. It's got a cold air intake. It's the only mod it does to the engine.
Really?
Yeah. It's like growls at higher rev.
Yeah, well, then
Is there any difference with it off the line versus your standard CTS?
No, it's got a 3.6. It'll, a little bit more horsepower, a little bit peppier. You can tell there. Yep, that is an asshole.
That's an idiot in a BMW, but you kind of have to be
an idiot,
a moron or a prick or whatever term you prefer to drive a BMW to begin with. I'm sorry, there really just aren't very many
positive,
socially adjusted BMW types. Not to insult any of you out there, but that's just facts.
Here, honey, don't press anything.
I'm not pressing shit.
Okay, so what I notice about this car is it's very smooth, very balanced ride. It's not as plush or cushy as, say, your traditional front drive V8 Cadillac or something, but
you've got about 270 with the mod, 270 horsepower to your rear wheel. You've got a more German, like harder suspension, so it can take a corner going fast.
Right. The thing is, you can feel the road, but it's not harsh or punishing in any way. But at the same time, you're not disconnected. You know what's going on. This thing, and it feels very confident too. This thing's not going to wallow out on you and leave you. Say, if I was to try and take that turn very fast, which I'm not going to right now, it wouldn't leave me.
Let's go on 95.
Wouldn't leave me lurching through the middle of that turn right there.
No, it
with
sticks
my wheels locked and getting plowed by a Mustang.
It sticks.
Now, would you happen to know how to get to the interstate from here? Because I really want to test this thing at higher speed. Or better yet, let me see a good curve, because I know this thing is capable of more.
Yeah, right here, this is a good curve. That's not a police interceptor behind you. That's the regular one.
And with that being said, here we go. Nice and tight, nice and tight. Yes!
Yep. That guy's trying to merge into you, but he can't get it.
I'm sorry, he is a front wheel drive.
Keep going hard through this corner. Yep.
Yes! He is a front wheel drive, overdressed Toyota. I am a rear wheel drive, killer performance Cadillac. Do the math. One of us will win, and it is not him.
Exactly. Priced like a 3 Series, performing like a 5 Series.
Oh, good Lord. You can load one of these out for just slightly above what you would get a basic 3 Series for. And if you get the DI engine in the second generation, you actually get 40 more horsepower than that base 3 Series, which cost you right at about the same price as the loaded CTS.
And the styling is just so much better.
Absolutely, this is more angular. It
looks like it was designed with a razor blade.
Yeah, it was, or better yet, more like precisely cut out of a diamond, whereas every single offering in the BMW lineup basically all follows the same curve or the same sort of crisp angle influenced.
I hate
I
it.
think they call it flame surfacing now.
Yeah.
Box.
It's
Not even a box. It looks more like
Now they're more like bubbles.
like a bad Jaguar.
Like a bubble put on granny glasses is the best way I can describe it. And the Mercedes-Benz, I'm sorry, that thing is nothing more than a status symbol for those who drink the Kool-Aid.
And the steering on this car, although the suspension is something like a Mercedes, the steering is
The brakes also, I must add, are superb. I just deliberately ran this car up and then slammed it just to see how well it would do, and we stopped from 60 in about how many feet would you say that was?
40.
In 40 feet.
We didn't stop, but we slowed down to where we were in about 40 feet.
Well, we were not quite fully stopped, but we were slowed down to the point where there was no way we were hitting anything in front of us. Again, Cadillac got something that's right with this that they always get right, and that is that a luxury car should be able to generate power on tap and instantly,
and she will do.
But should be able to rein that power in and completely erase it the second something happens.
And you're in regular mode right now. In sports mode, when you're on the highway, you hold higher revs and the car shifts much harder.
Right. Now the thing is, I've actually only ever driven automatics. I've driven stick like one time, and it's been years, so I'm not going to embarrass myself by playing with a mode I don't know how to use.
But actually,
if you wouldn't mind teaching me later.
Regular auto. This is full auto regular.
Okay.
This is sport full auto. And then when you shift, look at your miles per display. That's you're down in that second. See, look, you just touch it. Oh, well, there you go. But this is still full auto, but sport full auto.
All right. So I want to go up.
No, you don't have to touch it. Sport full auto. It's actually been found that doing sport full auto is more effective than sport user selected.
So basically, this will pretty much shift itself, but it's more of a...
It will completely shift itself, but it will hold higher revs and go faster. And it actually gets you better. It's found to get better gas mileage on the highway like this, but in the city.
If you notice that exhaust note, it's also a lot more aggressive in this mode than it is in your standard automatic mode.
Yes, because it doesn't try to shift.
This is kind of like, I guess... Yeah, see. This is kind of like, I guess, what Ford has in some of their new transmissions now. When you put it in low, it really means lowest possible gear at the speed. Is this kind of what we got here?
Exactly. And that's not.
If you don't mind, I'd like to play with this in a little more aggressive mode.
You can do that. And you shift it yourself. But, well, since you've never driven manual, leave it in full auto.
Well, I've driven manual, but again, it's been the longest time. So
you kind of have to have like a sense of what gear you should be in, because it will hold the gear until the car is at risk of destroying itself. Then it'll shift. That's an interceptor.
So no more annex right now. I really don't feel like getting screwed over by West Palm Beach PD.
As I was recently. He didn't turn into a lane.
Well, the difference is you live down here. I would have to either mail something or drive down here all the way from Georgia. I really don't feel like doing that. Okay, Carly, you can go ahead and cut it off.